Everyone's looking beautiful tonight, and we're really excited to get started. So with that...
All right, guys. So, welcome to the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society's 21st Annual Moments of Hope Gala, everybody.
Now, tonight is Hollywood meets Bollywood, and I think many of you have understood the assignment. Again, you all look beautiful, and we're excited to celebrate with you. We are your hosts for the evening. My name is Alex Mitchell.
And my name is Arsh Kaler. It's truly an honor to stand before you all here tonight as we come together to support such an amazing cause so near and dear to all of our hearts.
So before we proceed further tonight and have moments of celebration and reflection, we'd like to take this moment to recognize the land that we're gathered on here today. We are gathered on the traditional territories of the Stolo people, the Hul'qumi'num-speaking people, the people of the river. And this is the territory of the Sumas First Nations and the Matsui First Nations, who have been caretakers of this land since time immemorial.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for that. And Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society really plays a very crucial role in our community. They provide comfort, compassion, and support to those navigating life's most challenging moments. A personal story for me, why am I so connected with hospice? I have a very personal story with hospice. Not too long ago, two of my very close family members went through hospice. This is where they took their last final breath, and it's really sticks with me that when they were my cousin's grandparents, and when they offered to bring her home, they're like, hey, Mom, let's take you home for the day. We'll take you in the morning, we'll drop you off back at night. She refused to go back to her home. She said, no, I am more valued, cared for, and respected here at hospice than I was at my own home. So she refused, and she stayed at hospice, and she passed away a week later. Both husband and wife passed away a week and a half apart from each other at Abbotsford Hospice, and that's why this is so meaningful to our family, and I'm sure with all of you here tonight as well. I could never have thought, I knew what hospice was and what they did. I never really came to an event ever before. This is 1 year ago today, April 1st, Moments of Hope Gala, the 20th one. It was the first time I ever came as a guest with Satyagraval Uncle, and I came here, I saw all the work you guys do at hospice and everything, and I wouldn't have ever thought I'd be here standing a year after emceeing this very gala. So it's really an honor to be here. And hospice, Abbotsford Hospice, the work you guys do, the volunteers, the staff, you're absolutely magical, you are amazing. And I promise you, every single person here who has bought a ticket to come, every single person who has donated, every single person who has sponsored, I promise your dollar goes a very long way. You will make a change. Hospice is probably the greatest cause here in our city, here in our community, because they do make a difference in people's lives. So thank you guys. Please give yourselves a round of applause, please.
That's beautiful, Arsh. Together, we're here to raise awareness and funds to ensure that this invaluable support of the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society continues to reach those who need it the most.
Yeah. All right, so.
Well, now we can dive in. Okay, so again, your presence here speaks volumes about your commitment in making a difference in the lives of others. We are incredibly grateful to the generous sponsors whose support has made this evening possible. It's always those sponsors showing up time and time again, always. So incredible. We want to recognize all of you. Those contributions that you've made demonstrate a shared belief in the importance of community and in compassion. Let's take a moment to recognize your incredible impact that's made possible by your contributions. Thank you to presenting sponsor, the Cooperators, for not only returning year after year, but stepping up your sponsorship this year. Thank you, Shauna, Bethany, Sherry, Justin, and your entire team for all that you do to demonstrate your commitment to compassionate care in our community. The Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society is privileged to welcome a brand new sponsor to this year's event. No doubt you walked down that beautiful red carpet at the beginning, and we'd like to thank Suzanne Walton, Realtor with BC Farm and Ranch Realty, for her generous support. We'd also like to recognize two other incredible hospice champions here in the room tonight, Sharon and Colin Reimer through Reimer Hardwoods. They have graciously sponsored a table for the amazing clinical team at hospice so that they can be here with us tonight. We want to honor and recognize the tireless efforts of the many clinical team members who are part of the team at the Abbotsford Hospice family. Thank you, Colin and Sharon and your entire team at Reimer Hardwoods for all you do to continue to support the society.
And now we are incredibly honored to acknowledge our gold sponsors who are here in the room with us tonight, and they are MNP, Quantum Properties, Sunnyside Produce, and TD. So a big round of applause for our gold sponsors. And thrilled to welcome new and returning silver sponsors to this year's event. And they are Asante Wealth Management, Fraser River Funeral Home, Murray GM Abbotsford, and Scotia Bank. So again, for our silver sponsors, thank you so very much. And thank you to our Walk of Wings sponsors who have graciously returned back to our event this year. And they are Polar Electric, Richie Smith Feeds, Trans Mountain, and the University of the Fraser Valley. So thank you to our Walk of Wings. Now, I know a lot of you here in this room were also at the FICBA luncheon yesterday, and everyone came and told me, they're like, Arsh, don't be boring. I'm like, why would you think I'd be boring? They're like, oh, just don't read off the script, don't be boring, and, say some jokes. So when I rehearsed these jokes that I came up with at home this morning, my cousins laughed. They were on the floor, and they had such a good time. Now, mind you, they're 9 and 11 years old. So I also hope all of you here laugh like little kids. So joke number one, just like all of these sponsors here, celebrities, sponsors, so why don't celebrities ever get locked out of their houses? Because they always have key roles. Yeah. Just like our sponsors here have key roles supporting this beautiful night.
Arsh, that was family friendly, so I do appreciate that.
Thank
that
you.
Was good. Yeah,
Thank you so much. We'd also like to offer a special thank you to our many gift and kind sponsors this evening, including Abbey Wedding, Event Design and Decor, Buckets Flowers, Globe Printers, High Voltage Roadshow, MVP Productions, Neat Treats, Ronald Allen Clothiers, and the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center. Thank you so much for our gift and kind sponsors.
Wonderful. Okay, and in the continuing long list of incredible sponsors and supporters, we'd like to extend our gratitude to tonight's dinner sponsor, Newfeld Farm Market. Hey, there we go. And wine sponsor, Ronald Allen Clothiers. Okay, so, in the interest of Hollywood puns, hold on to your golden statues, because we will be drawing a number for a $500 gift certificate generously donated by Ronald Allen tonight. Dennis and Vicki, thank you for your continued support. On that note, as you're all looking at your golden statues, we also want to thank WestJet for once again donating a gift of flight voucher, which includes one round-trip flight for 2 guests to any regularly scheduled WestJet destination. Love that. I'm with the Chamber of Commerce, so unless you want to hear a whole bunch of jokes about taking off to new flight heights and all sorts of aviation-related jokes, buy your tickets, and then I'll stop bugging you all about it. We also want to thank Randy and April Ferrario for your donation of a Herschel luggage set. Thank you for that. And if you are the lucky winner of the WestJet draw, you'll also be taking that luggage set with you for your new and exciting vacation. So if you haven't already purchased your raffle tickets, stop by the raffle table just outside the ballroom doors. Tickets are $2 for $50 or $5 for $100, and you can pick up a 50-50 ticket there too.
Yeah. And a big thank you to all the local businesses who stepped up in a huge way this year to put together our silent auction items. They are not items, they are experiences. Each and every package is an experience. There's a dinner experience, a winery experience. And out of those experiences, I will save you the trouble. Guys, please do not bid on the Okanagan Oasis. It's horrible. I made the mistake of bidding on it. I did. So I urge you all not to bid on it, because who wants to stay 2 nights in Kelowna for free this summer? No one. Why? Who wants to go on a free winery tour all day in Kelowna? No one. Now, Wendy Newfeld, we absolutely love you, but you donated 6 wines in that package. No one wants to drink your wine, okay? So I will. Now, unfortunately, I made the mistake I already bid on it, so if I win, I know I'll do all that stuff, right? I don't want to, but I will. So I'll save you guys the trouble. Don't walk over to item number 2. Don't bid on there. All the other ones, you guys are fine. There's beautiful packages. You know, you can go to, there's a table bistro gift, there's amazing things. But just leave the Okanagan Oasis. Why waste your time? All the way in Kelowna, 3 hours away. Who wants to go there? Now, before we announce our media partners, joke number 2.
It truly says that in the script, joke
It does.
number 2.
Like,
so.
yeah. So before we, I already said that part. Why did the fish come to Hollywood? He wanted to be a star fish. See, not too
cute.
bad.
It's pretty cute.
Not too bad. So big thanks to our new and returning media partners who have been helping Abbotsford Hospice share messages of hope, compassion, and love. So thank you to them, and they are Abbotsford News, the Patrika, and Shaw Multicultural Channel 4. So please, a big round of applause to all our sponsors, every single one of them, and you guys all shine very bright here tonight. So thank you so much.
You know, Arsh, with all of those jokes, I think we might end up with some hecklers in the audience. So just a note, Arsh is much nicer than I am. If I see you starting to heckle, I'm going to think you're making a donation. So just careful. I might call you out. Feel free to raise your hand for that part. With that, we'd now like to invite Ryan Calder, who's the chair of Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, to the stage to say a few words. Come on up, Ryan.
You know, Arsh, thank you very much. I have family in Kelowna. It's a wonderful place, and I'm going to bid you up just to spite you now. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan Calder. I'm the board chair for the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, and I'm thrilled to see everybody here this evening. This really is just fantastic. We've got almost 300 people in the room tonight, and it's really warm. It's really heartwarming to see the level of support that our community gives to the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society. We couldn't do this work if it weren't for you, so thank you very much for all of you for being here. It helps out those who are working their way through grief and loss, and it's a valuable support that we give to our community, and that serves much more than just the family members who have people that go through the hospice, but also those who are related to them, and many other programs that we work with as well. We do have a number of dignitaries in the room, and I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge who they are right now. We have Mayor Ross Siemens, who will be joining us on stage shortly, Councillor Kelly Chahal, Councillor Patricia Dreesen, Councillor Patricia Ross, Councillor Dave Sidhu. From the Board of Education of the Abbotsford School District, we have Trustee Rupi Kandarajwan, Trustee Corky Neufeld, and Trustee Preet Rai. And joining us from the Board of Education from the Mission Public Schools, thank you for crossing the river for us, it's wonderful. We have Josh Baines here, trustee. And we also have several of our local MLAs here with us as well. We've got MLA Pam Alexis, Bruce Banman. It's always hard to miss Bruce because of the loud suits that he have. I love the color, it's fantastic. Coming from a guy who's wearing this, right? And we also have MLA Mike DeYoung. I was speaking to Mike yesterday, and I was hoping you were going to wear the same outfit, Mike. So I see you've gone Hollywood instead of Bollywood today, sir, so there you go. We also, special thank you to our Member of Parliament, Ed Fast, who is here this evening, and his wife, Annette. We're very grateful that you're here this evening, so thank you, all of you. Just very briefly, we're very grateful for the staff, the organizing committee that put on the gala this evening, and all of the volunteers who work with us at the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society. None of this could happen without the tremendous work that you do, and thank you very much. Enjoy your evening, bid lots, bid early, bid often, outbid this guy, get him up there, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ryan, and thank you for your team.
Ryan really brought the Bollywood vibes, hey? That was definitely Bollywood. I love it. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, don't listen to him, don't outbid me. I'll find you guys after. So no, thank you so much, Ryan, and thank you for your team at MNP for all the amazing work you guys continue to do.
Now I have the pleasure of welcoming Shauna Vandeven on behalf of cooperators to our stage to say a few words. We want to also give a special mention of thanks as Shauna is coming up to Jim Reese, producer at Shaw Multicultural Channel number 4, who is here with us tonight, filming tonight's event. Jim took the time to come to Holmberg House a few weeks ago to shoot a series of public service announcements on behalf of Abbotsford Hospice, which are airing now. So with that, let's watch.
Caring for our community since 1985, Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society provides skilled and compassionate support, education, and advocacy for those facing grief and loss. Hi, this is Shauna Vandeven with a message to the Fraser Valley business community, urging you to join hands with Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society. Grief affects us all, and our community needs your support. By backing our regional hospice, you ensure that our free programs and services continue to be a beacon of hope for anyone navigating the challenging path of grief. Your contribution can make a profound impact, allowing us to provide essential resources to those in need. Let's stand together as businesses with heart, fostering a community that cares. Visit abbotsfordhospice.org or call them today to explore how your support can make a difference. Together, we can ensure no one faces grief alone. On behalf of cooperators, we look forward to building a resilient and compassionate community with you.
Good evening. I'm honored to represent Cooperators, the presenting sponsor of the Moments of Hope Gala. It is with immense gratitude that I address you on behalf of our organization. So year after year, Cooperators has remained steadfast in our commitment to supporting compassionate care in our community. Through our partnership with Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society and our continued sponsorship of events like this gala, we strive to make a positive impact in the lives of those facing unimaginable challenges. For us, this sponsorship goes beyond mere financial support. It's about recognizing the importance of empathy, understanding, and companionship in times of grief and loss. It's about standing alongside individuals and families, offering a beacon of hope and comfort when they need it most. Tonight, as we gather to celebrate and raise awareness for the vital services provided by the hospice, I'm reminded of the profound impact we can make when we come together as a community. It is through collective efforts and unwavering dedication that we can provide solace and support to those navigating the darkest moments of their lives. To the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, I extend our deepest gratitude for the invaluable work you do each day. Your dedication to providing compassionate care to those in need is truly commendable, and we are honored to stand by your side in this noble endeavor. To all the attendees of this gala, I urge you to join us in supporting this worthy cause. Your generosity and compassion have the power to bring hope and healing to those who need it most. I want to express our sincere appreciation to everyone who has contributed to making this evening possible. Together, let us continue to be beacons of hope, guiding light, and comfort to those in our community who are facing difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shauna. Seriously, thank you. Can we get another big round of applause for our tonight's presenting sponsor, ladies and gentlemen? Presenting sponsor.
Before you move on to your next joke, Arsh, I just want to take a moment to say how inspiring and incredible our local business community is. And Shauna, you represented that so beautifully tonight, but just how our business community steps up time and time again to support our not-for-profit organizations. Truly inspiring, so thank you.
Thank you. Joke number 3. So just like Shauna, who is our hospice star, why don't movie stars need air conditioning?
Why, Arsh?
They have so many fans. Shauna, I am your fan.
Okay. Such a funny guy. This is great. Okay, now before the wonderful banquet team at the Clarion starts to come around with our meals, we'd like to take a moment and welcome Mayor Ross Siemens to the stage to say a few words. Mayor Ross Siemens, it's all yours.
Thank you. I don't think that I'll be able to match Arsh's jokes, but I do have to say that Kelowna is a wonderful place to visit. But if you're going to set down roots and invest and really be part of the cultural and economic vibe in our province, Abbotsford is your city.
Well, that's a joke.
This must be an election. It is really a profound honor, though, to be here and to be the mayor of such an amazing city. And when we talk about resilience and compassion, I think that really basically talks about what Abbotsford really is all about. So it is actually, my wife Kelly and I are very honored to be here. And, seeing our loved ones that are nearing the end of their lives is always a really challenging time. These experiences will leave us feeling lost and hopeless with nowhere to go or nowhere to turn. But in our community, there is always a place to go, and there are people that we can turn to. And for nearly 40 years, the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society has been there, helping members of our community of all ages through the most challenging and emotional times. And I really do like the component of the grief support being added. That is so much a part of who we are. But it really is, death is horrible, but life does go on, and there is hope. And I think the grief support that is given is really a profound, I've talked to people and sat alongside people that are passing, and they're not afraid to die. Sometimes they're afraid of the process, and you help with that process. But what they're most concerned about is the people that are left behind and how do they deal with life. And so that grief support is such a vital component. So I just really want to thank you, talking about our business community that supports. They also support us at the city. Our business community, they don't offer to pay taxes. But year in and year out, they supply us with jobs. They supply us with the philanthropy that goes into organizations like this and other organizations. So it really is a team effort, and we just want to thank the Hospice Society for the work that they do and really putting a heart into our city. So thank you so much, and hope everybody has a great evening.
Thank you so much, Mayor Siemens. We really appreciate your words there. And again, I think I heard the first heckling of the night a little while before. So I'll let you know, Bruce, there is going to be an opportunity where you can raise your hand and make a donation. So we'll make sure to circle back with you on that one. With that, now let's remember this night is really about the power of hope and strength that comes from supporting one another. While you enjoy dinner, look for the teams from the Abbotsford Hospice staff and volunteers. They'll be coming around with those awesome WestJet raffle tickets and 50/50 tickets for sale. So please spend generously. This is a great time to do it.
Yeah, so sit back, enjoy the dinner and fabulous entertainment, and let's make unforgettable memories here at Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society's 21st Annual Moments of Hope Gala. Thank you, guys.
ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਹਾਸਪਿਸ ਅਤੇ ਗ੍ਰੀਫ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ 1985 ਤੋਂ ਇਸ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ, ਸਮਰੱਥਾ ਅਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹਾਰਵ ਮਿਨਹਾਸ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਦੁੱਖ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਸੀਮਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਭਾਈਚਾਰਾ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਚਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਹੈ। ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਹਾਸਪਿਸ ਅਤੇ ਗ੍ਰੀਫ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਈ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਇਸ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਅਤੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਭਰੇ ਵਕਤ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਲੰਘ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹ ਮੁਫਤ ਗ੍ਰੀਫ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਅਤੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਲਈ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੰਦਰੁਸਤ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਵਾਲੀ ਅਤੇ ਮੇਲ ਮਿਲਾਪ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਭਰੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਹਾਸਪਿਸ ਦਾ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਕੱਠ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਕਤ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਭਰੇ ਰਾਹ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਹਾਸਪਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ ਜਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ abbotsfordhospice.org ਤੇ ਜਾਓ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਹਾਸਪਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ ਜਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ abbotsfordhospice.org ਤੇ ਜਾਓ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
Okay, joke number 4. So you guys can come up to me and tell me after, out of all 5 jokes, which one you like the best.
So there's one more to go. Excellent.
Find her after, Rick, find her. Joke number 4. Why do cows go to the theater? To watch movies. Yeah, that wasn't too good, but hey, it's okay. Thank you for everyone who pretended to laugh. Thank you so much. Now, before we begin with the formal portion of tonight's program, I wanted to take a minute and specially thank the hard-working and the dedicated volunteers who joined me on this year's Gala committee. So we'll hold our applause till the end, but please, big thank you to Barbara Flett, Bharti Sandhu Vadavan, Manpreet Minhas, Pamela Duft, Sabir Grewal, Sandy Ennis, Sarah Pennington, Shauna Vandeven, and Sonia Sharma Darari. Thank you so much to all of this Gala committee. You guys did absolutely amazing. All you guys, plus all volunteers, plus all staff, again, thank you so much for Hospice to put this together. Thank you a lot.
Right now, we'd like to welcome our second special guest of the evening, Dr. Chantal Chris. Dr. Chris is a palliative care physician for the Pain and Symptom Management and Palliative Care Clinic, that's a mouthful, at BC Cancer here in Abbotsford. She is passionate about education, especially around pain management, palliative care, and improving health literacy and death literacy in our community. She is a clinical assistant professor with the Department of Family Practice at UBC and teaches multiple palliative care and serious illness conversation courses. She has proudly served for the last 6 years on the board of directors for the Chilliwack Hospice Society and is also the lead volunteer for the Fraser Valley Ovarian Cancer Walk of Hope in memory of her best friend. She lives in Chilliwack with her husband, a large animal veterinarian, and her 2 kids. When not working, she enjoys camping and hiking, but mostly being the ultimate, I love this, the ultimate ringette and hockey fan for her kids. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Chantal Chris.
In the mix with the Bengali sensation, DJ Cash.
Got a nice runway of walk-up music for you. This is good.
Not quite as danceable as some of the other walk-up music. I didn't, nobody asked me. You got to do it next time. I need to be asked what my walk-up music needs to be, right? Also, I'd like to thank the Academy. I don't know how nobody else has brought up. I always wanted to do this. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much. Good evening. I meant to pull my speech out of my, sorry, right? That's what I'm supposed to do? Good evening. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And thank you to the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society for inviting me to speak tonight. I really appreciate it. I was kind of given free range to speak on whatever topic I wanted, which I'm not sure they wanted to do that, but here I am. Let's talk first about the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, that relatively new name change, because I love it. I really, really love it. How about you guys? Adding in, right? I think it does such a much better job of actually highlighting what this wonderful organization does. As you can see, I work as a palliative care physician. I've also served as a director on the Chilliwack Hospice Society board for the last 6 years. So I spend a lot of my time in this world, caring for people with life-limiting illnesses and helping them and their loved ones on that ultimate journey. The constant confusion and fear everyone has around the words palliative and hospice, right? Death, dying. Those are some of my biggest pet peeves, though. I feel like most hospice societies don't do themselves any favors by not ensuring that their name is more clear and more clearly describes what they actually do, which is why I'm so happy that Abbotsford has added that into their name, and it makes so much more sense. Why do hospice societies have the word hospice in their name, though? What is it that they actually do that word kind of describes? Would you like to demystify these terms with me a little bit tonight? Anybody? Yes? Maybe? Ooh, oh, look at you guys. See, this has got to be interactive. Let's start with the word palliative, because that's what I do. What do you guys think of the word? When you hear the word palliative, what do you think that word means? Yell it out. Ooh, compassionate comfort. I like it. You guys are being positive, very positive. Is that always what? Dying. Yeah. Is that always what people think when they hear the word palliative? Because I can tell you when I introduce myself, hi, I'm the palliative care doctor. That's not always the looks I get don't always appear to be that people are thinking, oh, you're here to comfort me. Right? It often conjures up thoughts of giving up, end of the road, loss of hope, and death. But palliative care is what I do, and what I do is actually bring people comfort, like some of you said, which is wonderful. Bring people comfort, hope, and life. It's about living, not death. Palliative care is actually just good medical care. It's managing pain and other symptoms and allowing people to feel like themselves and live their life. It's available to everyone at any time during any serious illness. So it doesn't even have to be a terminal illness. This is kind of the misnomer. It's given along with other forms of medical care to try and cure that illness or to try and slow it down if it can't be cured. I provide palliative care to a lot of people with cancer that are getting treatments at the same time to actually try and cure their cancer still. But I try to help manage their pain, their nausea, their shortness of breath, so they can get through the treatment and still enjoy life, right, while dealing with their illness. I also provide palliative care to many people with stage 4 cancers that cannot be cured, and I do the same thing for them, though. Help to take away their pain, their shortness of breath, even their anxiety, so that they can live life to the fullest and enjoy the time that they have left. Which is really what we are all just trying to do in the end anyway, right? The people I care for often just have a bit less time to fit in all that living. And that's where we come in to help. Now, what about the word hospice? What do you think hospice means? last days. What was that? Oh, a hospitable place. I like that. Yeah. Any other thoughts? See, this one is a bit, people are yelling out things less, right? Isn't this good? To demystify the word hospice at the gala for the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society? Probably a good idea. Okay, so honestly, it is a bit of a confusing term. That's probably why there's less yelling out. It can be used to both describe a type of care that attends to the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of a person and their loved ones as they come closer to the end of life. So hospice care does have to do more with that end-of-life care than palliative care specifically. But hospice care can be given anywhere also, home, hospital, even a shelter. But the word hospice can also describe a type of residence where hospice care is exclusively provided, like the amazing Holmberg House Hospice here in Abbotsford, which some of you have experienced and had loved ones there. Some hospice societies are connected to and really help support their local hospice facility, and some are actually not connected to their local hospice building at all. So that's always a bit confusing too, right? We are really fortunate that the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society does provide a lot of support in many different ways to the many patients and families who have received or are receiving care at Holmberg Hospice House. But hospice societies actually use that hospice in their name to refer more to that hospice care rather than a facility or a house specifically. As you've heard about tonight, and will, I'm sure, hear more about, a big percentage of the essential services that most hospice societies provide to their communities are actually the grief and bereavement support, which is so important after someone has passed away, a loved one. Grief is another word that gets a bad rap, right? And while it can feel like a terribly lonely and difficult experience, it ultimately is also beautiful. Vision summed it up best when he said, "What is grief if not love persevering?" Yep, I just quoted a Marvel superhero up here. That's what I did. But in my defense, WandaVision is definitely the most intellectual of the Marvel shows, so I think it was totally fine. A lot of people don't always realize that in addition to the huge variety of different grief and bereavement support options the society offers, they really do live up to the hospice in their name too. I've seen firsthand the important impact their hospice care has had on some of my patients. I have had several patients who have had to face their cancer journey alone. It sounds and feels unimaginable, actually, but I recently cared for a man whose wife had passed away only a couple of years prior. They had no children, and he had not actually lived in this area for very long. Volunteers from the Hospice Society provided him company and social support when he was still at home. I think they bonded over cars, actually. They continued that support when he went to Holmberg Hospice, and they made sure that there was someone with him providing a vigil when he was in his last days to hours of life, so that he did not have to pass away alone. I've also had many of my patients that end up needing a short admission to the palliative complex care unit in the Abbotsford Regional Hospital. And usually they were admitted to this unit for pain or symptoms that we needed to get under control more quickly, or which were more complicated than what I could provide in the outpatient clinic that I work in. I also used to work on that unit, mostly on call on the weekends. And a highlight for me, and I'm pretty sure for my patients too, but for me, was the weekly tea and cupcakes. This was years kind of pre-pandemic, but the weekly tea and cupcakes that this lovely society provided to that unit but I'm pretty sure I heard that maybe that will be starting up again. See? I knew somebody would answer my my plea for that to start up again. I may just have to make sure and strategically visit my patients on the unit. Dr. Chu, you will have to let me know which day that's happening on certain days. I'm hoping that tonight I have been able to convince you guys that palliative, hospice, and grief are not scary words to fear. I hope that now when you hear these words, you will think about life, comfort, and love. And you will also remember how fortunate we are to have the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society and all their amazing staff and volunteers working hard to make sure that we will always have access to this amazing care. Thank you very much. I will take my lovely award and go back to my table.
Thank you, Dr. Chris. Thank you so much for sharing your perspectives and for being such a tireless champion of hospice care in our region. So thank you a lot.
Our next speaker needs no introduction at all, but we're going to do it anyways. She's a familiar face to all of you in the room, a tireless advocate for compassionate care and support that those in our community facing end of life and those journeying through grief and loss. We welcome Andrea Critchley, Executive Director of the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, to the stage.
Aren't they amazing MCs? They're so good. Along in that long list of amazing Gala committee members, Arsh left his name out, but he is also on our Gala committee, so we really appreciate him too. I think I've lost my voice because I've been yelling over top the music at everybody. I'm sure all of us are going to need some cough drops after this, but I'll try and get through my speech here. I just want to thank all of you for being here this evening. Every single person that's in this room is so meaningful to us and our society. I'm so thankful that you're here tonight as leaders and philanthropists of our community. Your support to Holmberg House is essential to giving and continuing the compassionate care and support to the families of Abbotsford. And so that means a lot that you're here tonight. Excuse me. Your presence tonight is a testament to the incredible support and generosity that brings strength to everything that we do as a society. Your kind support helps us to continue to provide a sanctuary for those facing the most challenging moments of their lives. A place that doesn't just stand as a facility to house people, but a comforting home where members of the community can say goodbye to their loved ones with dignity, respect, and be surrounded by peace and love. Our commitment to maintain the integrity of our hospice building continues to be a priority for the society. We understand the importance of this space, and not just for the services that we offer, but as a symbol for the hope it provides. Our efforts to raise funds tonight are geared to not only preserving this essential facility, but also towards enhancing and expanding our programs and services. Tonight, we're going to be raising funds towards a secondary structure to help with our HVAC system, because as you know, it's been getting very hot and very cold. Extreme temperatures have been happening in our communities, and I don't know if everybody here has an air conditioning unit, but I'm sure it's working overtime in the summer and your heater in the fall time. So we want to make sure our patients are very comfortable and that they're always taken care of. We're committed to meeting the evolving needs of our diverse community as well with our programs. We started our first Punjabi-speaking support group this last year, which was incredible, and we've had success with that, and we really are so happy to serve our community in that way as well. And we want to ensure that we offer support, compassion, and care to anyone and everyone that walks through our doors. A lot of you may not know this, but all of our services are free. All of our support groups and things that we do for grief support for children ages 3 all the way to 100 and something, okay? Tonight we want to recognize the incredible achievements of some of the compassionate leaders from our community, and there's a table of them here tonight. There's a group that is called Smiles Through Seva Foundation, and last fall they did a gala that raised $50,000 from the South Asian community. And they did this for the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society to see these programs come into place. So we're really proud of them. They're a bunch of young professionals, and you're going to hear more about them in a few minutes. So tonight, your generous donations that are going to come in, I hope, in a few minutes, we want to double that $50,000 and see $100,000 come in the room tonight because we believe that we can do that. So as we work together to expand our programs and adapt to the growing needs of our community, your continued support is very vital and important to us. Maybe you haven't experienced the need of hospice in your family, but you would know somebody who has. And it's touched every one of our hearts. We've all had a loss in our lives. And if you don't have a community around you to support you while you're going through grief and loss, it's an essential thing to have someone to walk alongside you in your grief journey. So I want to thank you tonight from the bottom of my heart for being here with us at this very special event. Your presence really reaffirms the strength of our community as we come together, united for this cause. Let's continue to work together to build on the foundation of love and support, which is what our Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society stands for. Let's continue to make a difference together as a community that cares for each other, not just in word, but also in deed in what we do. So thank you, everyone, for being here tonight, and thank you for your support. At this time, I'd like to call our Board Vice Chair, Cam Grable, to come up and say a few words alongside of me here.
I was going to start with a joke, but I think Arsh has used them all up, and I hope he has, actually, for our sake. Good evening, esteemed guests, distinguished members of our community, and to the stars of tonight's celebration, our young philanthropists. As the Vice Chair of the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society, we want to extend our deepest gratitude and admiration for an extraordinary group of young leaders, many of whom are here tonight with us, who have dedicated their time and talents to community service. Last October, a vision of compassion and solidarity took form through the inaugural Smiles Through Seva Foundation Gala. Spearheaded by our dynamic co-master of ceremonies, Arsh Kaler, and a team of vibrant young board of directors, this event was not just a gala, it was a testament to Seva, raising an incredible $50,000 in support of Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society. A round of applause for them, please. So tonight, we are here to celebrate you, the brilliant minds, the kind hearts behind this monumental achievement. Seva, a concept deeply ingrained in the South Asian culture, represents selfless service performed without any expectation of reward or return. It is about giving oneself for the benefit of others, embodying compassion, empathy, and the intrinsic human desire to uplift one another. Thank you. Seva is not just an action, but it is a state of being, a path that each of you have chosen to walk, demonstrating that when we come together, we can create waves of change that ripple through the fabric of our community. Your commitment and hard work embody the very essence of Seva. Through your tireless volunteering, creative talents, and unwavering dedication, you have not only raised funds, but you have raised spirits, offering solace and support to those navigating the challenging journey of grief and loss. You have shown us through the strength of our community lies in collective action, our willingness to share time, energy, skills, talents, and efforts for the greater good. As we stand here this evening, surrounded by so many emerging leaders and compassionate souls, we are reminded that the immense potential that lies within this room. Your actions inspire us to contemplate how we too can contribute to our community, how we can extend our own forms of seva to touch the lives, and how together we can make a lasting impact on the world around us. Let's take a moment to not only celebrate the incredible success of the Smiles Through Seva Foundation Gala, but also to reflect on our journey ahead. The road of selfless service is a long one, but it's filled with opportunities. We invite each of you to continue walking that path, to keep exploring ways to contribute to your unique gifts for the benefit of others, and to inspire those around you to join in this noble cause. To every volunteer, to each young leader in this room, we say thank you. Thank you for your seva, for your passion, and for your belief in the power of collective action. May we all carry forward in the spirit of selfless service, creating a legacy of kindness, compassion, and community support that will endure for generations to come. Thank you, and let us continue to make smiles through seva.
Thank you, Cam. And now we want to just draw your attention to the screens as we are going to be showing you a video of some of the incredible stories of impact of the Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society. Thank you.
Do you want to go first? Are you going to correct me? I'll try not to. Actually, we met in this room. We were at a very delicate point in our life. Pam's husband passed away very suddenly. My husband was in hospice care when he died, and he had very short illness. I knew I needed support. The grief aspect of when you lose someone is so hard to navigate. And to be able to come here to a safe place and be able to be with other women who experienced exactly what we went through, and to be able to cry and laugh and know that they understand where you're coming from was so, so important to me. The grief support facilitator here, she really went above and beyond, trying to make a personal connection with me and making suggestions about what else I could do with other things that they offered here, as well as mentioning Barbara's name. She thought we would get along. She thought we would be friends, and she invited me to come to the grief group. She said, there's somebody there I think you would be friends with. To have a friend who just went through the same thing was really remarkable. They take care of everybody. They take care of the patient, they take care of the family. You can't go away from here not feeling loved and cared for.
My name's Akam. I'm a grade 11 student at Abbotsford Senior Secondary. At the Abbotsford Hospice Society, I'm enlisted in the teen training program. My experience at the training program has been awesome. I think I just enjoy being there with all the people. I thought it would just be more kind of teaching us what to do as a volunteer here, but it's much more than that. It teaches you how to be an effective communicator, an effective listener, and all around, honestly, just a better person.
He's always been very sincere and genuine in his dealings with others, and yet I think that's even resonated more now that he's had the experience to be here at the Abbotsford Hospice. It's a first-hand example of the love, care, and attention that we're giving to those that are most vulnerable.
It's more than just about the people who are actually ill and about their families that come here. We have a teen room down here and a children room where they come and they do arts and crafts, and the games that they play are more about expressing their grief rather than just focusing on the person who's terminally ill.
I believe as a society, we're judged by how we take care of our young and our old. And our parents and grandparents were the ones that brought us to this world, were the ones that cared for us and nourished us while we needed their help. And I sincerely believe that it's incumbent upon us to provide for them when it's our turn. The potential stigma around end-of-life care in the South Asian community or in the Indo-Canadian community, of which I'm a member of, may be that it's on the children to take care of their elderly within the four corners of their own home and not to have their parents be quote-unquote shipped off to hospice. But whether you're South Asian, Caucasian, or other, it doesn't matter, you're still human. And when you're a human being and you're having to deal with the grief of losing your loved ones, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. There's no shame in asking for help. And we have qualified people here that can provide that help for you.
Yeah, my first experience with Holmberg House was I was here at the opening. And you know, you realize it's an important service, an important building, but until you actually make use of it and experience it for yourself, it's completely different. My mom went into the hospital in 2022, right? We come from a large family, and so when we got the news at the hospital that my mom's condition was terminal, we had to start figuring out how is everybody gonna come and be able to say goodbye to Mom. And while we were in the hospital, sharing a room with somebody else, there's hospital beds in the hallway. We knew this wasn't gonna work for us, and so we were looking for some place for her. So we reached out, and we were so fortunate and blessed that a bed opened up here at Holmberg House. And I remember the first day we moved Mom in, the smell of baked goods in the hallway and the smell of coffee in the afternoon. It just really felt like home. We could each individually come and visit my mom and say goodbye to her and say it's okay to move on. We're gonna be okay, Mom. Some of our grandkids, her grandkids came and said goodbye, and great grandkids. It was an opportunity in a dignified way, in a very private setting, for people to say, you know what, it's okay, say goodbye to Mom and let her go. And it was just beautiful. For her passing on, it allowed us to accept it in a better way. Being the caretaker of my mom for 10 years, having lost my dad in 2013, I responded completely different. Oh, wow. To my mom's passing. Maybe it's because I was her caregiver for 10 years, but allowing for myself to understand that even as a person of faith, we all respond differently to grief, and how important it is for us to know what the different stages of grief are, what you're going to be facing, and how to go through it healthy. And just because you're a faith background doesn't mean you're going to go through grief in a healthy manner. And so it's very important for us to have the Hospice Society there, who can then give us the training and the input that we need to how properly navigate grief and loss. Having experienced the hospice myself, I can't thank all the donors enough for donors to contribute to something that's going to keep on giving back to so many families that are going to gain so much from it. It just pays it forward so often. And so I mean, for companies and individuals to donate to the Hospice Society so they can continue reaching out to our community in different programs is very essential. And I can't thank them enough for doing that. And if you're thinking about doing this, it's no greater cause than something like this that'll keep on giving to our community and people who are probably at their worst situation in their life, and be able to get that support and to allow Hospice Society to do what they do in our community. Because when you can walk through grief properly in the stages of grief in a healthy way, it helps everybody and contributes to the whole community.
I have the hard job after those videos. I think it touches all of us when we see things like that. You got a little glimpse of a bit of what we do, and you saw the Serenity Garden at the end there. That's a place that families can go and just take some time and breathe when they're walking through a hard time and a difficult time at the end of life with their loved one, along with the incredible grief support. And I just want to thank the superstars that were on that video that are in the room tonight. Thank you for being our Hollywood, Bollywood models today. They were very brave and vulnerable to share their stories, and I just want to thank them for that this evening. So this evening, I had talked earlier about the infrastructures needed to assist Homburg House, keeping it cool, keeping it warm, and we are looking for a $100,000 target for donations tonight to come in, and we're pretty confident we're going to bring that in because we know you love us so much, and in sharing like these big hits that come once in a while like this. This isn't our normal running budgets. These are above and beyond. And the normal running budgets do come from the generous donations of our community. And we're so grateful for all that tonight. But I shared this concern with one of my donors, and she was unable to be here this evening with us. And she wants to remain anonymous, but she did give us a beautiful first lead gift to get this started tonight. And so I want to thank her, even though she's not here, because she gave us a $20,000 lead gift to get started. I'm just so thankful for incredible people that understand the vision and the importance of this. And I happened to be sharing this incredible gift with someone else, and they said, you know what, I'm going to match that. So they gave $20,000 as well. So we're $40,000 ahead right now. And if there's anybody that's really crazy and wants to give me another 20, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. So if you want to put your hand up, our staff is going to look around the room. Our staff will be checking in. And you can always come and catch me later as well. But at this time, I want to have a special friend, and especially the dessert is coming out as well, I can see. I'd like to introduce a special friend who's going to come up and help me a little bit with this fundraising time. And he's currently unemployed, but he is a wonderful, wonderful person. And I want us just to be very encouraging to him. Mr. Mike DeYoung, would you come up and be with me?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am the dessert. You can say it, Mike, you are a sweet thing. So, Andrea and Wendy and I were in Victoria. They came over. We did a little fundraiser over in Victoria. I won't get into all the details. My job was to sell tickets. And so I was selling the tickets. They said, what are the proceeds for? I said to the people I was trying to sell tickets, it's to raise money for a really special place that, quite frankly, a lot of older people go to in their final days. And the guy said, you're raising money for the federal Senate? All
right, good job.
Hello, Bruce. I hope you signed a do not resuscitate order for that jacket.
Heckling.
Where is Ryan Calder? Is he still here? Where's Ryan? Ryan, stand up for a sec. I know you're not supposed to do this, but could someone at Ryan's table look under his kilt and see if Doug McAdams is there? Ryan, thanks for all the work you do. Folks, here's how this works. So Andrea, Wendy, Ryan, they all got together and say, who can we ask to come out and suck more money out of this crowd? I know, let's get the guy that just retired from politics and doesn't mind if everyone hates him after the evening. So that's the part of the evening we're at. And lock the doors, close the exits, because no one's getting out of here. No one's getting out of here until we satisfy the objective that's been set, because it is getting hotter. And that special place called Homburg House needs to have proper climate control. And that's what this is all about tonight. And before we get into the open bidding, I have been reliably informed that there is a fella here who is going to take up Andrea's challenge. And I didn't tell him I was going to do this. But he relayed word to me, at least I hope he relayed word to me reliably, most of the people here, a lot of the people here remember when we started to raise money to build Holmberg House. And that was a really special time, and it's named for a very special family. And we were all propelled forward by the desire to create this special place. And we did as a community. And there are always growing pains. But there's a fella in this audience tonight who inherited a far more difficult job. And that is maintaining and seeing Holmberg House and the society through some challenging years, some growing pains. And I'm going to tell you this, folks, if it wasn't for this fella and the work he did, and God knows I'm going to channel my inner Dave Holmberg in a few minutes, but if it wasn't for this other Dave, we wouldn't be sitting here today embarking on this continued journey. David Turchin, can you come up? His former board chair, David Turchin, ladies and gentlemen, and he has something very special he'd like to say.
Thank you, Mike. For 8 years, I was a board member of Abbotsford Hospice Society. It was a lot of hard work, as Mike mentioned, but it was so worth it. At that point, we did not have a freestanding hospice facility in Abbotsford. We were one of the only few communities left in BC that did not have a hospice society that actually had a hospice beds for members of their community. And I was very blessed to work with Dave Holmberg in his commitment and dream to initially contribute a very large sum of money to help build the facility. And Mike Young is correct. It was a lot of work for many of us to finish that dream, and it took a lot of elbow grease and time for many people, including myself, to make sure that we got the building together, and was very appreciative of the community's response to that challenging time. The community stepped up and provided quite a bit of funds and their time and effort to have the Hospice Society. So in hearing Andrea's challenge about the commitment to raise funds to improve the air conditioning unit, my wife and I, Casey, have also pledged $25,000 to help bring forward toward our goal.
And that's fantastic. Dave and his family just don't stop giving. Folks, we are practically 2/3 of the way there. I mean, someone do the math. I'm not good with numbers. So now we got to do some tough work here. Now we got to get the rest of the way there. Now I'm going to make our job even easier because there's a family that wanted to be here, but it suffered a little bit of a health issue. All is well, I'm told. But the Sidhu family, Andy and Pritam and Dave, Pritam had to go in and have something checked out today. They couldn't be here. I think she's going to be fine. But they have authorized me to say to this crowd that the Sidhu family is going to donate another $5,000 to add to this. So the rest is up to us, ladies and gentlemen. The rest is up to us. Is there someone out in the crowd tonight? And this is, we were driving up here, and Isabel said we were coming up from Matsui Prairie, came up past the bottom where Ledgeview is. He says, "What's happening? What's wrong with you?" I'm morphing back into Dave Holmberg. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to raise some money. I want to know where the lawyers are. I want to know where the accountants are. Come on, $5,000. Who's going to give us $5,000, ladies and gentlemen? $5,000 for the lawyers in the crowd? That's 2 hours work now. Who's going to give another $5? We're going to get $5? All right, let's bring it down to $2. Who's going to bring $2,000? I got $2,000. Thank you very much. We got pledges. Please, let's get these names. Thank you. Ryan, thank you very much for all the work you do. Thank you very much. Who else have we got there? Another $2,000. That is superb, ladies and gentlemen. $2,000. Anyone else going to give $2,000? We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's take it down to $1,000. $1,000 over here. Thank you very much, sir. $2,000. I'll go back to $2,000. Thank you very, very much. That's $2,000. Who's going to give us $1,000? I need $1,000. Marcus Elf, thank you very much, sir. $1,000 for Marcus. Thank you. $1,000 from Amon and Sat Gill. Okay, I want you to hold that thought because I'm coming back. You told me donor-free zone. Oh, she relented. $1,000 there. Where are all the politicians? Oh, we got $1,000 over here. $1,000. Thank you very, very much. $1,000. I hope someone's keeping track. Is someone following all these up? Connie. Hold the bus. Hold the bus. From the shining pastoral hills of Mount Lehman, overlooking those poor people of Bradner. Connie Campbell, Don Campbell, $5,000. Thank you, ladies. $5,000 for Donnie and Con. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyone else? 1,000. I was at 1,000. What do we got? I can't see anything, for God's sakes. Yell out the number. $1,000. Thank you very much. $1,000. I'm getting carried away. My wife is going to be terrified because you know what? I'm going to give $1,000. My wife and I are going to give $1,000. I got to tell you, I'm still basking in the glow of having been newly married. It's only been a year and a half. My wife is from France. And the only time right now, God bless her, the only time she needs grief counseling so far is when I try to speak French. But I'm doing my best, dear. I'm doing my best. We got $1,000 over in the back here. $5,000. Oh my God, $5,000. $5,000. You know, Dave Holmberg used to stand here, and for a while he would match all of the, sorry, don't get your, I'm not matching all your donations. But we got another $1,000 back here. $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. $10,000. Stand up and take a bow. Stand up and take a bow. $10,000. You think about it, what you folks are doing. There is a family this summer. It's going to be July. It's going to be probably 34, 35 degrees outside. It's going to be hotter than we're accustomed to. It might go up to 40. We had that just a couple of years ago. And the people in there in palliative care and the people visiting are going to be comfortable in those last days when it's so important to be comfortable because of what you're doing. This is so meaningful, the work you're doing and the donations that you are making. Who else wants to donate? Anyone else? $1,000? We got $1,000. Anyone else? $1,000, man. Thank you very, very much. That's fantastic. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. $1,000. It's become a bit of a tradition. Now, this is Bollywood night. Now, I'm gonna be a bit risky here. And I'm not sure the Goras, that's white folks, by the way. And I have a Punjabi name. I am the Gorajat. I'm going to ask, and you white folks, join in if you want, little bit of trivia. Who's the greatest movie star in Bollywood? Hang on. What? Who says Amitabh Bachchan? Abhishek. Abhishek. Someone said, and by the way, Amitabh, the father, was in the greatest movie of all time, Sholay. Right? Who remembers Sholay? Come on, who remembers Sholay? Famous motorcycle scene. Remember that? All right. Someone shouted out Shah Rukh Khan. Who here knows who Shah Rukh Khan is? Come on, ladies, you can do better than that. If Shah Rukh Khan were here right now. So I have a little bit of Shah Rukh Khan with me today. And Sat and Aman Gill, who've already been very generous, are able to validate and verify this. Shah Rukh Khan was in Vancouver about 7 years ago. I know that because I shared the stage with him. He's a nice guy. And he gave me this tie. This is a Shah Rukh Khan original. And for the right price, sweetheart, it's yours. So what's the opening bid on the Shah Rukh Khan original? You can take a piece of Shah Rukh Khan home with you and do whatever you want with it. Who's gonna give me $1,000 for a piece of Shah Rukh Khan? And don't worry, I'll phone and tell him about it. I'll even send him your picture. Who's gonna give me $1,000 for Shah Rukh Khan? Someone's gonna give me $1,000 for Shah Rukh Khan, because if you don't, I'm gonna have to give it to Amin, because she's already given me $1,000. Come on, who's gonna give me $500 for a piece of Shah Rukh Khan? Oh my God, has his star fallen? $500? 1,000, thank you, ma'am, 1,000, 1,000. Anyone, 1,000? Anyone want to go to 15? It's validated. It's got Shah Rukh's stain. I spilt my drink on it when he gave it to me. 15. I got 15. Who's going to give me 20? Who's going to give me 2? Sorry. No. 15. Who's going to give me 2? I got 15 over here. Who's going to give me 2? Who's going to give me 2? I got 15. I got 15 over here. Wants to give me $2,000 for a piece of Shah Rukh Khan. Who's going to give me 2? I got 15, 15, 15, 1,500. You just got yourself a piece of Shah Rukh Khan for $1,500. Folks, we're going to go down to 500. Who wants to stand up and offer up $500 as a donation to the society and to make sure people, $500? $500. You guys have been so generous tonight. You're always so generous. $500. Anyone got $500 they can offer up? 500. Thank you. So, hey, there's our MC. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. You guys did a great job. 50,000. We're raising some money tonight. This never ends. There's always going to be stuff we need to do at Holmberg House. 500. Anyone else got $500? Anyone else got $500? I don't want to keep you any longer. How do we do? Are we getting close?
I think we're close.
Are we close?
Yes, we're very close.
All right. Folks, 500? Thank you very much, ma'am. Give her a hand. $500. $500. Did I? I joked earlier, but are there any lawyers here tonight? Are there any? Eric?
We got somebody that wants to say something here tonight.
Thank you, Mike. So I'm with Dal. She's my sister-in-law because her husband happens to be my high school friend. And us brown people, when you're your high school friend, they become brothers. And I represent a small company called Hillside Ventures, and we're sitting over at lucky table number 7. And, you know, I had Ross Siemens up here, our mayor, who was giving a beloved speech, and then someone called this city a joke. This city is not a joke because, let me tell you something, my dad came here in 1972 with $7 in his pocket. And this city, beloved city that I now call home, gave this family and the families at our table the opportunity to succeed, the opportunity to provide not just for us, but for generations beyond us. And I am so proud to call Abbotsford my home. And let me tell you something. My little company is now going to donate $25,000. And it's because this beloved city has allowed us to live a very prosperous life. And I want to call my partners up on the stage, Sat Brar, Surjit Gill, and Parv Harry. Please come up. Come on up, guys. Don't be shy. So, Andrea, we love you. We love this society. And you have our donation of $25,000.
Thank you. Let's give them a hand. Wow, thank you so much. I just want to mention that Dal's mom, we were able to host her at Holmberg House, and their family has been so supportive of everything that we've done, and we just love you so much and your family. Thank you. Are you done? No?
Anyone else? Abbotsford, you make us proud, and you should be proud. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your generous donations tonight. If you don't have $1 million to donate, it doesn't matter. Your time is also so essential that you're here tonight to hear about the cause, to help us out. Those that can financially help, thank you so much. It really does make a difference. And for the rest of you, we hope that you'll come and volunteer or to show your support, bring awareness by talking about it and the free services that we provide so everybody knows there's a place they can come and get help when they need it. Thank you.
Wow, do we not have the most incredible, generous community? I just want to take this moment to say how inspiring that was to see our community members step up in that way, and with that echo Andrea's invitation to volunteer and give up your time. The money helps, but the time is also important, so that's really beautiful. Okay, with that, Arsh, I think you're up next.
Yeah, I am, and joke number 5. This shouldn't be as bad as the last one. It should be a little bit better, but I'll let you be the judge of that. So, what happens when you see a celebrity trip on the red carpet? A falling star. Thanks. Now with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to call on someone very magical. The words I've been given here to describe this magical person are also very magical, some phrases I've never heard in my life. So ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be mesmerized and captivated. I knew those two. So prepare to be mesmerized and captivated as we welcome to the stage a true master of illusion, a mind-bending mentalist. A mind-bending mentalist and a sensation from India's Got Talent, Season 8, the one and only, the very famous, the absolute magical Anmol Singh.
Thank you. Hello. Can you hear me at the back, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. What a beautiful night today. Can we get a big round of applause firstly for Hospice Society, Abbotsford Hospice Society, please? So I'm a mentalist. Technically, I read mind. When I read mind, I actually got a few requests before I came to the stages from a few wives. They wanted me to read their husband's mind and tell about their first crush and stuff, which I normally do on social media, so because they knew about it. And I also got a few requests from some husband to make sure that I don't call them on the stage. So 80% of the people are really, really energetic. The rest of the 20% of the people are in food coma still, I guess. So you know what? There's a best way to actually get people in energy again, and that is to put a bait. So as of your generous donations which we got, this time I'm going to give you something. So we have recently completed 1,750 shows. Thank you guys. So I thought that I should give back something to the community as well. So the person who is going to cheer the most, or the person who is going to do something special, you can stand up on your chair, you can hoot. That was good. Or you can come on the stage and you can hug me, whatever you like. Yes, that's me. Isn't this the guy? Okay, so we have a Louis Vuitton wallet, or we have a Chanel perfume, or we have $1,000 in cash, or we have a one Xbox, or we have a MacBook Pro. Look at this silence. I will not point out, I actually saw one guy is like, I'm coming on the stage right now. So on the count of 3, you can just, go crazy, go nuts. 1, 2, 3! This is good, but not good enough. Okay, let's try this one more time. I need a better one this time, okay? It's a beautiful night. I need some better cheers. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! This is very good. Okay, there's somebody did something special. Ma'am, do you mind? Can you come on the stage? Guys, we need a big round of applause for her, please. Big round of applause. At the back, if I'm not visible, you can actually look at the screens. Everything will be visible right there. What's your name, ma'am? Manpreet. Manpreet, it's very simple. I want you to choose somebody from the audience who is lucky for you. I mean, do you have a husband or do you... No, generally people... Not tonight, okay. Not tonight, that's fine. That's fine, yeah? That makes sense. So your husband is not lucky for you tonight? He's not here, okay. Well, that's what you mean. Okay, so somebody in the audience who's a friend, who's anybody who you think is lucky for you. Because, let me tell you, we have 5 things in total here, which I told you before, and you're going to choose one, but you will not choose the number. The lucky person which you think is in the audience is going to choose the number for you. She's like, nobody's lucky for me. Maggie from my table. Maggie from her table. Who's Maggie? Maggie, can you stand up, please? Wait, you can stay right there, Maggie. Maggie, I want you to choose a number from 1 to 5. Whatever you will choose, she will get. You can say it. Yeah? 3, number 3. Let's see how lucky Maggie is for you, okay? Now, wait a second. Let me show to the camera what she didn't want first, okay? So if we show it to the camera, she didn't want like a Mac or $1,000 in cash or Louis Vuitton wallet or Chanel perfume. Ouch. You can grab Maggie afterwards, but later. But just a second. Let me tell you, you actually want the most expensive thing out of them all. You actually want a hug from my side. See, I really wanted you to win something, but I guess this is it for today. That's fine. Guys, give her a big round of applause, please. Big round of applause. Now, this is actually the mind-reading part of the show. We will start with something pretty light, and we will do something pretty impossible at the end. We will call out random people from the audience, and we will try to read something special for them. Okay? ATM pens, first crushes, something like that. Before that, this is a book which inspired me a lot. This is called Sherlock Holmes. Now, I've read it multiple times. I almost remember every single page, every single word. I want to give it to somebody. Who should I give it to? Ma'am, here you go. What I want you to do is I want you to go inside and I want you to look for like a big word. A big word, like 10, 11 alphabet long. Go to any page, look for a big word, remember it, close the book, and you can place it next to you. Let me know when you have one, ma'am. You have one? Yeah. Amazing. Now, let me try to guess something. You can close the book and you can place it away. Just remember the word, okay? From the first letter of the word, I want you to think of an animal. So, for example, my name is Anmol. It starts with an A. From A, it should be like alligator. So, an animal from the first letter. You have one? Awesome. I'm not good at drawing. So, don't judge me on this. But I'm going to draw something, okay? The thing which I drew... Okay, I drew something quick. What is the animal which you're thinking of, man? Elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, I drew an elephant just right there. How the hell did I do that? Oh my God. See, I already told you I don't know how to draw, but this is the best which I could done. But this was an elephant. This was genuinely an elephant. But just a second. Let me try to guess the entire word, okay? Let me try to guess the entire word. Just a second. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write something down here. Can you close your eyes up, please? You can close your eyes up? And I'm going to show something to the camera, just right there. Can you see it on the camera? Right? Ma'am, you can open your eyes up. In a loud, clear, pretty voice, I want you to say what was the word which you just saw and you thought of. encyclopedia, just like this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Guys, give a big round of applause for her, please. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Let me clear this out. I want somebody else to think of something. So for this one, I want somebody else. For example, sir, I want you to think of a 2-digit number. Any 2-digit number, okay? And I'm going to write something down right there. Amazing. Name out loud. What's the 2-digit number? 14. 1-4. And I wrote down, good choice. That's a very good choice. That's a very good choice. Now let's start. Now let's seriously start, okay? They didn't pay me for this. Okay. Who should we get? You can point to somebody next to you as well. This is something serious. Are you sure? Okay, sir. Somebody pointed to you. Who do you think pointed to you? Now, what's your name? Dave. Do we have an extra mic for Dave here? Sorry, I should have discussed this before. Now, Dave, I want you to think of somebody who you knew before, but you're not in contact with the person anymore. Here's the mic. Now, it could be your friend, it could be a relative, it could be your school friend who there is no possible way that maybe only your wife knows who the person is, right? Can you think of somebody like that?
Yes.
And you haven't met or maybe talked with the person in a while.
Yes.
Look at me and just think of the person. Don't say, just think of the person. I'm not going to draw it this time. Think of the first letter. Think of the second letter. I'm going to write down something here. Not changing, nothing. What's the person's name?
Ed.
Ed. E-D.
E-D.
That's it.
Edward.
No, that's fine, that's fine. Ed. E-D.
His name's Ed.
The craziest part, something which I wrote down here just before anything happened was actually not Ed. Sometimes this can go wrong. That's fine, we'll try this again. No, just a second. I didn't wrote down anything. I didn't change it, I actually wrote down Edward. So if you see right there, I actually wrote down Edward. Oh, he's coming to beat me? Oh, what are you doing? I can take mic from you. Here you go. Now we're going to give this mic to somebody else. Who should we give it to? Here you go, ma'am. Okay? I want you to think of a person, any person in the entire world. It could be a celebrity, it could be a friend or a relative, anybody in the entire world. Just think of it. Don't say it, just think of it.
Okay.
You have somebody in mind?
Yes.
That was quick. Now, when he said Ed, then I was confused because I actually wrote down Edward before. Ma'am, what's the person's name? That's when you can say it. I'm not going to change it.
Marsha.
I'm sorry?
Marsha.
So M-A-R-S-H-A.
Yeah.
Have we talked before? This is the first time which we're meeting.
No, I don't.
And you never told me about this thought.
No.
This is the craziest thing ever because, guys.
What? Oh my gosh. That's weird.
Who's Marsha?
This is a girl I went to school with who turned out to be a very nasty girl and turned her back on me when I was in high school. And I don't know why she came to my mind tonight when Dave was doing it. Dave's actually my client. Hi, Dave.
Guys, can we have a big round of applause for her, please? Big round of applause. Let's try one last time, okay? One last person. Who should we try for this one? You can raise your hand up. We'll make sure we'll not embarrass you in front of everybody. Okay, let me come next to you. No, just a second. Let me give this mic to her for this time. Here you go. Ma'am, what's your name?
Chaley.
Chili, what I want you to do is, do you remember the name of your first crush, Chili?
My first crush?
Your first crush.
Okay.
That's fine, everybody have crush. You could have a first crush. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
You have? You remember? Perfect, that's great. This is going to be interesting. Oh my God. Okay. So, Julie, think of your first crush.
Okay.
Imagine the first crush who's standing next to me right there. That's a male, right? Just to confirm. Okay. Okay, cool. I'm actually not getting this. Do you mind can you stand up? Think of the first letter.
Okay.
The second one.
Mm-hmm.
Now go to the last letter.
Mm-hmm.
That was quick. When was the last time when you met? Actually, let's not go too personal. What's the person's name?
Ryan.
R-Y-A-N.
Yes.
Have we ever met before?
No.
Did you ever tell me this?
No.
Will that be crazy if I actually guess this?
Yes.
That the first crush's name was actually Ryan. Now let's try something different. Now guys, I'm a psychological illusionist. That means the people who try to create illusions which are not physical, but this time I'm going to create something different. So this time I'm actually the bartender. I have a drink in there, okay? And the drink which is in there, I'm going to place it right there. Who likes to drink? Give me a chair, woo! That's good. You? Okay. What's your name, sir? What's my name? Yeah? John, do you mind helping me on the stage? Give a big round of applause to John, right? Give a big round of applause to John. So John, I do have a drinks menu here, okay? The drinks menu actually have martini, margarita, espresso, Coca-Cola, whiskey, Manhattan, white wine, apple juice, protein shake, different drinks. Some of the drinks which we actually like, some of the drinks maybe not your favorite ones, right? What I want you to do is tell me to stop. Here you go. Just tell me to stop. Stop. Right there. I want you to look at the drink. Don't say it. Just keep it in your mind, okay? Keep it in your mind. Now, there's a drink which you have. There were almost 60 different drinks there. You could have stopped me anyway. I stopped exactly the place where you wanted me to. What are the chances that I actually got the same drink which you chose randomly? 1 out of 60, John. Let me help you. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. 1 out of 60 chances that I actually got the drink exactly right. Close your eyes, sir. Let me tell everybody what was the drink which I actually got. I think this is exactly the drink which he will be selecting. John, can you open your eyes up? I want you to, in a loud, clear, pretty voice, John. I want you to say it. Pretty voice.
I'm not really good at pretty, but we'll try.
That's fine. Try your best, okay? What was the drink which you were thinking of?
Milk.
Milk? Are you sure? So technically we can say John messed up. John, we had one job, right? That's fine. I had Coke. John, we need to... Okay, we have to make this right. They paid me a lot, okay? Let's try this. So, milk. Was there any specific, like lactose-free? Okay.
It just said milk.
Milk.
Okay.
Is that sealed?
Looks like Coca-Cola.
Can you hold this? Can we zoom on the camera, please? He selected milk. There's a can of Coke right there. Let me open this up. Ladies and gentlemen, milk. Can we get a big round of applause for John, please? Can we get a huge round of applause? That's the drink for you today. Now, as a kid, I was not really good in studies, but I really liked something which used to make me look cool. So there was one thing which I carried with me every single way, and that was a Rubik's Cube. Okay, so anybody here knows how to solve a Rubik's Cube? Who does? No, that's perfect. So I can tell you anything and you will get it, right? So it's very simple. Okay, look at this. I want you guys to look at the camera, okay? So mixed up Rubik's Cube right there. I'm going to just place it just right there inside the bag. And when I snap, the Rubik's Cube is solved now. Magic. You don't believe me? Okay, that's fine. Anyways, the cube is actually solid. Yeah, so there is that. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking there's another cube inside, right? Yeah. You skeptical people. Okay, listen. Just because you guys are saying, I will check. No, there is not. Thank you. Still not convinced? Captivated yet? No? Okay. What about now? The biggest style grand illusion, people. No? You guys are so skeptical, man. So skeptical. Now, once you turn a cube on one side, that will be one face. So this is one face, this is the second face, and that could be the third face, right? How many faces can you create with a Rubik's Cube? What do you think? 43 quintillion. Now, quintillion has 18 zeros in it. That means it's possible that if I mixed it just right there, this face is created first time in the entire world. Now, 43 quintillion is more than the grains of sand in the entire earth. Now, I know what you're thinking, that who is counting the grains on the earth? But that's not the thing. The thing is, I'm going to give it to somebody so that they can mix it up. Ma'am, can you mix it up, please? Just right there. So once she mixes it up, I'm going to attempt to do the same trick again. Now, what they say is a good magician never reveals the trick or repeats it. So we will do it twice. Are you done, ma'am? Yeah. I bought it for $5. So what I'll do is, I'll place the cube just inside the bag again, guys, right there. You can see the camera. And when I snap, the cube is actually solved again. Okay, there was another cube inside this time. Wait a second. See, I didn't want you to do the same trick again, right? I'm a good magician, so I wanted to do something different. See, this time, ma'am, do you mind? Can you stand up, please? And can you extend your hand? And I'll place the cube just right there. With the other hand, I want you to cover the cube up. Okay? You can put the hand on top? Right. Now, as I told you, there's no way that one more cube will be matching exactly the same cube. The odds of that is just ridiculous. So I'm going to attempt that. If that doesn't happen, just forget this one, okay? The rest of the stuff was really good. With one hand. With closed eyes. Do you see this every day? Then act a little bit more impressed, okay? Some of the people are so in food coma, they're just dead staring at me. My kid does this every day. Okay. Ma'am, with closed eyes with one hand. Could be. Maybe I'm already done. I've heard that before. Just a second. 5.5 people got that. So if you look right there, one side of the cube actually matches exactly the cube which she mixed up. Better than one side, the second side, people. Better than the second, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. Every single side actually matches to the exact cube which she mixed up just a moment ago. Let's try this. Actually, I have my phone somewhere else. Amrit, can I get my phone? Now, people, it's very simple. Apple usually have 4 to 6-digit passcode on their phone, right? Who among the people has a 4-digit passcode on their phone? A 4-digit one, right? Let's choose somebody at random, okay? So what you have to do is tell me to stop. Somebody can yell out stop. Anybody here with a 4-digit passcode? You can come. Guys, give a big, she's like, I don't want to come on the stage. We need a big cheer for her. Come on, give a big round of applause for her, guys. That's fine, man. I'll make sure I'll not embarrass you, okay? Now, I have a 4-digit passcode on my phone. It is very rare that somebody can actually unlock my phone in the first go. There is a reason why Apple actually gives you only 7 attempts out of 9,999 to guess it because they think that it's almost impossible to get it in 7 times. So for example, if I'll try to do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not my passcode and my phone didn't unlock, right, ma'am? The craziest thing will be, how crazy will that be, that out of everybody, we actually chose you, and your phone's passcode will match my phone's passcode. That will be crazy, right? Sure to nobody, but I want you to try to open my phone with your passcode because they say smart people think alike. Did it open, ma'am? No? So one of us is not smart. Okay, let's try this. Okay, no, that's fine. It happens. You can come right there, ma'am, if you don't mind, okay? You can come right there. That's fine. Guys, can we get a big cheer for it? Now, I want you to choose a person from the audience, and we will ask them for 1 digit. So you can point to anybody in the audience. But we have to go tonight. Yeah, him? Hurry. Yeah, that's fine. Just name a number from 1 to 10. 7, that was quick. Now I'm going to enter 7 right there. Mom, I want you to choose one more person, probably this time from this side. Anybody? Yes, sir. In the black and peach. So can you name a 1-digit number? 3. Okay. 7, 3. Ma'am, I want you to choose a person from this side now. Terry. Who's Terry? Terry, sir, can we get a 1-digit number? From 1 to 10, any number? 2, that was quick, okay? Now 2, 7, 3, 2. Ma'am, what I want you to do is, I want you to extend one finger. Thank you, it's this one. Now what I want you to do is, ma'am, I want you to enter any digit. I'm not looking at it so that it doesn't get unlocked with my face. I want you to enter any digit. Except 0, something else. Everybody goes for 0. I did not do it. This is something which was happened with everybody. So can we get a big round of applause for everybody here? Ma'am, we'll still need you for one more thing, please. Excuse me. We'll just need you for one more thing, if you don't mind, ma'am. The second thing which we'll need you for, can I borrow your phone, please? That's fine. I cannot run anyway, right? Okay. So. No, don't worry. So your phone has a 4-digit passcode on yourself as well, right? I want you to think of the first digit. Don't say it, just think of it. Now I want you to think of the second digit. Now I want you to think of a third digit. Now the fourth one. Just a second. See, I will not reveal the entire thing. If I'm not wrong, the first digit is a 2. Oh, don't worry. We're not going to tell everybody. But just to confirm this, okay, don't focus the camera on us, sir. This is, I guess, the second digit, am I right? This is the third one. Yeah. Now, the last digit, nobody can guess anything with the last digit. Can you zoom on the camera? And if we look right there. Can we get a big round of applause for it, guys? Big round of applause. Now, let's try this. Now, we can do 3 tricks in total, okay? First is the motivating one, second is the scary one, and the third is the dangerous one. What do you want me to do? Scary. Dangerous one. You would like to see me die, okay. So which one? Scary. A lot of people actually said scary, but you know what? Scary, let's do the dangerous one first. And for the dangerous one, what we're going to do, we're going to play a Russian roulette. Anybody who doesn't know what Russian roulette is? Let me explain you. So normally in this, we have a gun. We have probably a revolver, right? In the revolver, you put 1 bullet, then you rotate it, and some lucky guy will get the bullet. Now, I don't know why Abbotsford Hospice Society didn't let me get a gun here. So that's why I thought, why not we will try this with staple guns, right? So staple guns are pretty hard. I've done this trick almost 100 times, and I've even got it right 2 times. So, I've not got it wrong since the last show. So, out of these 4, 1 is actually loaded. Who would like to play the Russian roulette with me? Just a second, who was the lady who wanted me to try the dangerous stuff? Can we get a big round of applause for that, guys? Big round of applause. Well, let's play something with you, don't worry. What's your name, ma'am? Carla. So, it will be a lovely game right there, okay? Carla, if you don't mind, can you please stand right there? Now, the last time when it actually gone wrong, can you see this? Yeah, this is the mark when the staple actually went inside the nerve of my hand. Don't worry, it's just my life. So, right there, thank you 3.5 people for caring about me. Rest of the people, you cold-blooded murderers. Okay, just a second. So, the second one is actually not loaded as well. So, if I open this up, there are no staples inside, right? The third one, you are the eyes of the audience. The third one is the one, let me check again. Yeah, it's not loaded as well, right? And the fourth one, that is the one which we didn't want to shoot with, because that is the one which is completely loaded. Almost like 100 staples inside, no sleight of hand, nothing. I'm just locking it down, I'll just place it right there. Now, Carla, what I want you to do is, we are going to mix it. Now, we're going to mix it because nobody should know where the staples are. Right now, we know that the last one from here that actually has the staples. I want you to mix them up, and nobody looks. Nobody looks. I don't know, this is just my butt. What are you staring at? Don't look. I feel like a kindergarten teacher, guys. Don't look. Don't. You feel like you're juggling chainsaws. Are you done? That's fine. Oh, neat and clean. Very good. Now, the only person who knows which one is loaded, that's you, right? As I told you before, it's just my life, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Close your eyes up. Just in case if you have any idea, let me mix them again, okay? Just like this. She's like, I have no idea either way. So I'm placing it right there. Now, Carla, open your eyes up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Name a number from 1 to 4. 3. I'll just pick up 3. No fishy stuff. Make sure it's locked, ready to shoot. Shoot it. I heard something, I'll not lie. Like a click. Now, Carla, I want you to shoot. Now, wait a second, people. You know what? I was actually... So I've done 1,750 shows. I've done this trick more than 100 times. Normally, people, they don't shoot. But this cold-blooded murderer on the stage didn't thought even a single time that he's shooting a man on the stage. But that's fine, Carla. I told you to do it. I told you to do it. As I told you, it's just my life. Anyways. Yeah. There are lawyers here, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, Carla. I want you to choose any number. 1. That was quick. Now, Carla, I want you to hold this just like this. Last time it was on my hand. This time, let's try this.
I'm still gonna shoot.
Shoot.
Okay.
Oh my God. That would be a very bad piercing right here. Now, Carla, 1 or 2, 50-50 chances. You already said 2? You 2. Okay, that was, I was about to ask. She was ready with the answer, 2. Now, Carla, I'm going to pick this up. I want you to hold this just like this. I want you to look at the cameras. Can we zoom, please? Shoot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But Carla, just a second. For a few people who are actually thinking that no one of those actually were loaded, let me lift this up, open this up very slowly.
Oh, I don't get to shoot it.
No. You really want me to die today? But do you see, there are like 100 staples in there. That's the only one which is actually loaded. Let me just place it right there. Can we get a big round of applause for Carla, guys? Big round of applause. Thank you, Carla. Thank you for joining me on the stage. People, the last second trick, which is actually the scary one. Now, the scary trick, it actually took me almost 5 years to create. This is the exact one, if I'll be going to any Got Talent shows or something, which one of the Got Talent shows I've already selected it. I will be performing there. So let's try this. We need a volunteer for this. Somebody very specific. Just a second. This is a scary one. Right over here. Right there. Are you sure, ma'am? Okay. Guys, give a big round of applause for her. Ma'am, you can join me on the stage. She will, just a second. Okay. So your name is Jackie? Yes. Mind reader, told you before. Now, Jackie, what I want you to do is, Jackie, I want you to have a seat just right there. You can lay back down. Amazing. You can extend with the hands up just like this. Place it on the thighs. Now your neck should be a little bit straight. Have you ever been hypnotized before? This is almost something similar to it, not exactly. I can do that, but not on today's show. Today's show is mostly based on influencing, and this one is mainly based on voodoo. So Jackie, we're going to do some voodoo on you, okay? I have a blindfold right there. Do you mind, Jackie, if we can place a blindfold on you, just for the trick? I will try not to hurt your eyelashes. Just a second. Perfect. Right there. Now, Jackie, what's going to happen is, in India, voodoo actually originated from India, right? In some of the places, it actually is still kind of worshipped in small villages in India. They used to burn the people who used to practice any kind of voodoo. And there was one specific thing. Has anybody seen the movie Annabelle here? So in Annabelle, there was a doll which was haunted. And that haunted doll was trying to kill everybody which comes on its way. In Gujarat in India, there was a doll which a little girl actually bought. She brought it home. Her entire house was on fire. This is actually on news. This was around 8 years ago. Only the area just next to that doll was not burnt. Rest everybody, nobody survived from the family. Then as a custody, they gave the doll to one of the relatives who owned a hotel. The hotel shut it down just because the doll was there. That's what they think. Then they kept it in the museum, but in the museum, they have to give away the doll because the doll was right there, and at 1 a.m. at night, the cleaners were just there, right? And they were too scared to actually come at night there. So that's why they have to bid for the doll. They bidded for 2,500 Canadian dollars. Now, who will be the maniac to pay 2,500 Canadian dollars for a doll like that? Thank you. Let's try something. Let's try. No, that's fine. Nothing is happening. Now, what I want you to do is, do you feel this touch? Okay. Do you feel this touch? Okay. Now, whenever you feel a touch next time, don't say anything. Just with your right hand, lift it up to signify that you actually felt a touch. Whenever you feel a touch next time, okay? Whenever you feel a touch. I'll take that as a compliment. Weird compliment, though. Another time, Jackie, whenever you feel a touch, I want you to lift your hand up. Do you see this every day? Okay. Now, Jackie, don't lift your hand up this time. I want you to count in your mind how many times do you feel the touch. Don't lift your hand up, just in your mind, count how many times you feel the touch, okay? Jackie, with your right hand, with the fingers, can you show how many times did you feel the touch? For the people in the back who cannot see, it's 4. Now, Jackie, let's try one more thing. Let me place it right there. Have a seat, baby. I don't want her to fall down. She'll be angry on me. Okay. Now, I have a few cards here, okay? On every single card, I've wrote down something. It could be a person, place, or a thing. And I want somebody to choose out of it. So we have orange juice, we have Goa, we have Tom Cruise, we have Milk Mexico, something like entirely different, okay? Just a second. Let me try this. Ma'am, I want you to tell me to stop and choose a card out of these. Tell me to stop. Here you go. Right there. I want you to take that card. Don't look at it. Just place it right down there. You can put something on it. Make sure nobody peeks. Just keep that card with you. Now, it could be anything, ma'am. Any other card, which has entirely different thing. We have Brampton, we have Dubai, a place, person, or a thing. Now, if I can guess it, you will not be surprised because I already did tons of other stuff. But if she can guess it, this will be even cooler. Ma'am, what I want you to do is I want you to lift your right hand up and place it on your ear. And I want you to pick your left hand up and place it on the other ear, right? Now, if you hear anything, I want you to keep that in your mind, okay? If you hear anything, just keep that in your mind. I'm going to touch your forehead just like this. 1, 2. If you hear anything, just keep that in your mind. Not from me, not what I'm saying right now, something else. If something actually inspires you, if something actually influences you, just keep that in your mind. Now, whenever you hear something, I just want you to keep that in your head and say, yes. So what's up? Did you heard something, ma'am? Yes. That was the point when you were supposed to. That's fine. You can open your eyes up, ma'am. Open your eyes up. By the way, say hi to her. Now you heard something, not me saying something. And repeatedly, okay, again and again something was saying. English is not my first language. But something which is in your mind, and ma'am, you selected a card and something was actually written on it. Guys, this will be the craziest thing ever if she can guess somehow through her mind the thing which she said. Where's the mic? On the table right there. Sorry, I'm dumb. I can do this. Oh, it turns off. Told you I can do it. Ma'am, for the first time ever, what was the thing which you heard?
Salman Khan?
What? Salman Khan was talking to you? Only somebody actually said Salman Khan. Okay. That would be weird. Ma'am, just a second. There's a card right there. You could have chose anything. I want you to lift up that card and say what's written on it.
Salman Khan.
Can we get a big round of applause for her? Jackie, you were just amazing. Amazing. Thanks a lot for coming on the stage. I'll just place it here for the last act, okay? Just a second. Okay. So let's try this. For the last act, we will be doing something. Well done, Jackie, well done. Can we get a big round of applause for Jackie, please? For the last act that is specifically made for Abbotsford Hospice Society, okay? And we will need one volunteer for it. And I actually have a small prediction for it. So my prediction is right there. And I'm going to give this prediction to you, ma'am, if you don't mind. She's like, why me? And we need a person. So do you mind, can you help me here? What do you think? Who will be pointing to you? Who should help? No. Who was pointing to you? What do you think? She gave it away. Guys, can we get a big round of applause for her, please? Big round of applause. Say, can you please join me on the stage, please? Now again, we are going to do the same thing, sir. Something with numbers, but this time we're going to do this quick, okay?
I've never met her before in my life.
Okay. I believe you. Okay. So, sir, it's very simple. Do you have a phone on you? Can you take your phone out? I do. Unlock your phone, please. Can you open your banking app? No, I'm just kidding. Now I know your passcode. Okay. Now let's try this. Okay. Sir, I want you to extend your finger again. Thank God it's this one again. Now, that's your dialer here. I want you to press a few digits without looking at them. Just a few digits, 4 or 5 digits. Do you have a few digits right there?
I do.
We have 401704, and that's your phone.
That is my phone.
401-70400. You could have entered any single thing. And I actually have a prediction here before. No, this is not possible. I didn't influence you to do it. There was 401-70400. Guys, if you look right there, 401-70400, we actually have 401-70400, guys, exactly the number which you chose. Thank you. That's fine. Some time ago, I was actually in India. When I was in India, we donated my entire show to a charity. And that show, when we donated the entire thing, we came to know that some people actually died just because they couldn't afford the medicine. The medicine was actually 1,500 rupees. 1,500 rupees here is about $20. $20, and people actually died for it. So that's why I was so inspired that I donated the entire show. So one thing which I learned from it, at least take 5 to 10% out of your income, and you should do the donation. And you don't know how many lives can you save with it. Now this is a time where we're going to end the show, but I'm not going to end the show just like this. We're going to do something different again. For this time, I'm going to randomly ask some few people to name some random things here. Okay, for example, I want you to choose a person right there, and I'll give you this mic. I even know how to use it now. Here you go.
Choose a person.
Choose a person, just any person in the entire audience.
I choose Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis,
I want you to name a 2-digit number, please. A 2-digit number, from 10 to 100, any 2-digit number. Yeah. 31. Guys, I want everybody in the audience to open their calculator right now. Take your phones out, open your calculator, and I want you to enter 31 right there. 3, 1, and hit multiply. Now choose another person, please, quickly on the side.
Over here, I will choose Alex.
Alex, I want you to name a 2-digit number, and please tell me who Alex is. 99. Multiplying. Okay, so far we've got 3069. I want you to choose a number from this side, please.
Choose a number over there. I see Sat.
Sat, I want you to name a 2-digit number. Who is Sat? 26. Multiplying with 26. So far we've got 79,794. I want you to choose a person from this side, not those two people. Those are from my team.
All right. How about Wendy?
Wendy's. I love Wendy's. Now, Wendy, I want you to name a 2-digit number again, please. 33. If I hit equal, so far we've got a lot. What is this? 2,633,202. That's what we got so far.
That's a big number.
Now, last thing which I want you to do is, everybody got the same number, right? So 2,633,202. I'm going to hit plus right again. I want you to extend a finger again, and I want you to enter any 6 digits without looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it right 2 times, man. Come on. 100. So the number which he got is 186,244. I want you to add this number to the number which you got last time. So add this number to the number which you got last time. And so far we've got 244,469,558. Everybody have got the number? Okay. Let me write this down. So the number which you've got is 2446958. That's good. Guys, what do you think this number means to you? It means something to everybody here. It means something to every single person who is in the room right now. Let me tell you. Can you zoom the camera, please? And when everybody notices, I know this is the moment where everybody goes absolutely nuts. 24, because it's 2024. 4, because it's the 4th month, which is April. 6, what is the date today? And if you look at the phones right now, it's 9:58 at the time, guys. Everybody check their phones. This is Magician Anmol. It was amazing to perform for you guys. Have a great night, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, Amit. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can we please have a standing ovation for this magical performance?
Thank you, sir. Means a lot. Really means a lot. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for helping. Thank you.
You know, Anmol, there are a lot of accountants in the audience here. It's tax season. I think maybe this is a new career opportunity for you.
I don't even know what a balance sheet is right now. I'm the dumbest guy when it comes to taxes, so I'm not the right guy to do this.
So good, so good.
Let me stick to the tricks right now.
That was fantastic. Okay, well, everyone, grab your golden statues right in front of you. Hold them up high. It is time for the first draw of the night. We'd like to now invite Vicki and Dennis Giesbrecht, owners of Ronald Allen Clothiers, to the stage to help us with this one. Come on up. They have generously donated a $500. Okay, I know we're excited, but here we go. It's time for a draw. They have generously donated a $500 gift certificate for us to give away this evening to one lucky guest here tonight. Do you want to come up? Can we get a round of applause for Vicki and Dennis?
$21.
21. Woo! Thank you so much. Next up, we'd like to ask Abbotsford Hospice and Grief Support Society Director Barthy Sandhu Widowan to come up here and join Anmol for our next two draws. Barthy and Anmol, come on up. Oh, we brought the doll. Okay. Okay.
We need to get rid of this. Oh, it's on. Hello? Anmol brought this doll up here just to terrorize me. We need to burn it.
Isn't it cute?
It's not. It's not cute at all. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great time. Can we have a huge round of applause? So who all has bought 50-50 tickets? The yellow ones. Okay, let's have a little bit more enthusiasm, end of the night. So your 50-50 tickets have raised a total of $2,790. And we're gonna have a lucky winner that I will let this doll and Anmol select out of, over there, way over there.
Okay. So the ticket number is 275-032.
Should we read it again, or do we have a winner somewhere?
275-032.
We have a winner? Come on down.
Give a big round of applause, guys. Come on.
Thank you. So Anmol said he's not a number guy, but I definitely am. Neva Wealth of Raymond James, shameless plug. 275-032, our lucky winner. My notes say we're supposed to do a photo op, so we're supposed to do a photo. Maybe we can get rid of the doll now, Anmol. Please. He's terrorizing me on purpose. He thinks it's funny. It's great. I'll remember that. All right. And the next thing we are going to raffle off is our WestJet gift of flight voucher raffle. Do you guys have the colored tickets? The red, I think, is it the red ones? Are they red? Pink? Pink, pink. So who purchased those tickets? A lot? More people than the 50-50. That's great. Okay, now we know what we value for next year. And luggage. Is it certified by the transportation people? It must be. I tried to memorize the numbers of the table, or people at my table, but I forgot. So 461-162. They're giving me dirty looks, so it wasn't anyone at my table. Oh! Congratulations! 461-162. What's with the ladies thinking that they misread numbers? Come on here.
Put the suitcase in front of her too.
Oh yeah, suitcases in front. Can we have another photo with the suitcases?
You have to have one too.
Do you have a travel buddy?
Yes, my husband. And maybe Shauna. My husband's not there.
Should we do a girls' trip?
Yeah.
Yay! Congratulations. Thank you.
I heard she is going to Saskatchewan, so that's great. Congratulations.
All right, guys. That wraps it up with our 50-50 and raffle prizes with our WestJet. So after our closing remarks, all silent auction winners who won their bids, please go back, pick that ballot up, and take it with you with checkout, and they will hand you your prizes there. All right, so all winners, please go to checkout with your ballot, and they will hand you your prizes there. And with that being said, thank you so much, guys. Everyone who bought a ticket, everyone who sponsored, everyone who donated, you guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Just look at what we did today. This was absolutely historical, raising $100,000 in one night, in one room. Absolutely amazing. This is something that only Abbotsford can do. So please, once again, big round of applause for just you guys.
Thanks, Arsh. As we close off the evening, we want to thank each and every one of you who made tonight such a special evening. Your presence, your generosity mean the world to Abbotsford Hospice, and you've been a pretty fun audience for us as well. To the sponsors, the supporters, your contributions make a real difference in the community, so thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys, get home safe. Thank you so much.